So I heard today that, and I don't know what it says exactly, the tribes, Shoshone tribes, passed a resolution banning all use of AI. I don't know what it says. I'm assuming that's not what it says, but maybe it does. But I got to thinking about that. And if that's true, that sounds like something that was passed from a mindset of fear. I wanted to do a video on the fear mindset and maybe ask you, does the fear mindset benefit you? I want to make the argument that you should always face your fears, no matter what they are. Learn about them, study them. Even if you do believe that AI will destroy the world, who was John Connor? They needed John Connor to save them from the machines because he was smart. He knew about AI, he knew about technology. The human that'll stop AI ain't gonna be one that don't know nothing about it, right? I see a lot of policies passed on a fear mindset. So I asked you to think about, what would you do if you didn't fear anything? You didn't have that burden over your head. What would you do? And how are fears, how do they relate to fulfilling your dream? If you have a dream, a business dream or an idea, but maybe you're fearful of doing it because somebody said that's a dumb idea. What if you just took that and said, yeah, okay, I ain't gonna pursue my dream. I'm too fearful. I'm fearful of losing face. That's when I see that people have a lot of, they're afraid to admit they made a mistake. They don't want to lose face, look bad, but you grow from failure. Face your fear, and perhaps your fear knocks you down. But you get back up, you're stronger, and you have less fear of it. It's like getting in a fight. You might fear getting in a fight, and you had no fear in that fight. You're gonna fight better and you'll probably win. But if you're fearful in that fight, you're gonna lose. Guaranteed. But everybody's got fear. I have fear, but you can't let it control your life. You gotta master your fear. Quit operating from a mindset of fear or a mindset of scarcity. You gotta start, that's related. Mindset of scarcity, negative thinking. Mindset of fear, negative thinking. When I was young, I remember there were some kids in school, I could tell they were raised traditional. They had no fear, they're little guys. I remember they would say things like, when it was really cold outside, they didn't have coats, probably because they were poor, but they would say, I'm not cold, I'm Indian, I don't get cold. So, or they'd say, I'm not hungry, I'm Indian. That's a mindset. That's a mindset to overcome. Today we have too many people saying, I'm cold. That's too hard. My knees are sore. It's like today, my knees are sore. My whole body's sore today. I'm still out here, running in the wind. I can't let that fear control me. We need to start operating from a mindset of overcoming. And whenever something's done from a mindset of fear, it don't work out very well, or it works out terrible. I think a lot of things in life that make you a better human are avoiding things like fear, indulgence, greed, dishonor, selfishness. And think about the flip side to those: generosity, abundance, courage, honor, bravery, self-sacrifice, selflessness. Which ones are better? It's a mindset. When it comes to fear, that fear is in your mind, usually because you don't know anything about it. The US and its people within it, they once feared the Indians. They still do. Why do you think they fear us? Because they don't know us, understand us. Don't stand behind the shadows on your social media being a troll. The real tough things in life are often done face to face. Words are said face to face. A lot of this stuff is related to fear. It's an important thing to recognize when you're fearful of stuff. And I know from experience, because I used to be fearful of things. I try not to be fearful anymore. I face them now. Face my fears, even if I die. Because we all die. Life's risky. You ain't gonna get out alive. Always ask yourself, am I doing something out of fear? Or am I doing something out of courage? What is it? Which side of the coin are you on? Ask that. So self-reflection is important. Self-examination is important. All these things, they shouldn't matter to anyone but yourself. You should be thinking about yourself and not worrying about what anyone else thinks of you. And when you operate from a place of courage, bravery, truth, honor, what you say or what you do may have impacts, and they also have strong impacts. And you may lose friends, but the friends that are your real friends, you'll keep, and you'll get rid of the ones that you don't need in your life anyway. So be that way. Be truthful, honorable, selfless. Don't be scared to shed some blood. Another thing I was thinking about was how a lot of the people in our world suffer from addiction, drugs and alcohol. And you got to think, why are they addicted? Why are they suffering like that? I bet a lot of that has to do with fear. Fear of facing their reality, fear of facing their pains, fear of facing their commitments, fear of facing their bills. So it's easy to go drink, use drugs, try and drown out that fear. Or does it go away? Think about, what does that fear do? They drown it out with the drugs and alcohol. Drown out that fear. What does the drugs and alcohol do to the body? Does it make it healthy? Does it make it stronger? How about the mind? More importantly, what does it do to the mind? What if these people didn't have the fear to face those things head on? The fear of stepping away from their peer groups, their so-called friends, and saying, you know what, I don't want to be around you no more. You don't help me. You hurt me. You're bringing that around me. The drugs, alcohol, bad choices, your bad influence on me. It's more than talking, it's being that way, thinking that way. You'll get the right people around you. They'll come around you. God will put them there for you. That'll happen. So do it. You think about how tools come into existence. That's one thing that humans do, and we always have done it. We use our mind and innovate, make new things, new tools, technologies. And the ones who survive, the ones who do well, benefit. They learn how to master those things, master those technologies, master those tools. Think about when the Indians first encountered the horse. What do you think would have happened to the first Indians? Or maybe it did. That said, no, I fear that big animal. I'm scared of it. But this other Indian tribe said, ooh, I like that animal. I'm gonna go ride it. I don't fear it. I'm gonna learn how to master it. Think about that. It's like the internet. I remember a while back, when we first started working on the Bannock language, there was fear of the internet. Fear of even writing it down. That was a bad thing. I remember that. You shouldn't even write down, you just there to listen. Don't record, write it down. Don't write it down. They don't want you to, you just gotta listen. Now, times have changed. People recognize the internet can be used as a tool. Writing text has helped preserve it. Computers have helped preserve it. So you shouldn't fear these things. You gotta face them, master them, learn them. Or I should say, it's not the way our ancestors were. Our whole society was built around warfare, courage, bravery. Ones with the most courage were the leaders. The ones who were fearful, they didn't go anywhere. Their words didn't matter when they were fearful. But the ones who were brave, who had courage, honor, their words mattered. They still matter today.